Alright, so I wasn't gonna make this summoning video because I don't really care for this unit. It's such a goddamn shame that they released a unit that has like literally no uses. Like you would not use her in anything at all. She has an alt gauge depletion card, she has an AoE pierce card. I mean, that's fine in and of itself. Her ultimate is also fine. You do need dupes though for it to even be usable. So there is that. No one's gonna go get this unit 6/6. Then we have her passive, and it's basically a watered down Kizuna passive where, yeah, she's gonna increase your basic stats by up to 10% when she attacks, and she's gonna increase your attack related stats by 30%. But the crux is she actually needs to attack, so she needs to use one of her two, or I guess her ultimate as well, maybe. One of her skill cards anyway, in order to give you that 30% attack related stats bonus for 3 turns. Now Kizuna, if we have a look at Kizuna, she's right here. She's basically with her passive gonna make it so that anytime you attack with one of your attack cards and it actually hits an enemy, it is going to rank up your cards and remove your debuffs. It's really nice. Like she can remove debuffs here, she can remove debuffs and make you debuff immune. With her gold card here as well, which is actually really easy to get because of course she can rank up her own cards. Then with her passive she increases your attack related stats by 30% for 2 turns. So that's where she's like similar to Liz, and of course she gives you basic stats up to 20% with just this card right here, rather than the 10% that Liz does, or up to 10%. That's just so low. I don't know why they made it so low, but they did. And the thing is, like with Kizuna, you don't even need to use her cards in order to get this 30% attack related stats bonus. You just need to merge her cards. So say you have like 3 attack cards with other units in between 2 Kizuna cards that are gonna merge, and then you just use those 3 cards. The card is gonna merge and you get 30% attack related stats on the very first card you actually use, with those other actual good units, you know, that can deal damage. Liz is not one of those units. Kizuna, of course, is also not one of those units. They're just support units. But Liz is such a weird unit. She doesn't work in PvP and she doesn't work in the demonic beast battle. She's just random PvE unit. Then you can think like, what is she gonna be used for? Like, is she gonna be used for knighthood boss battle? Because in the same update, in the very same update, we actually got, let me just see here. We actually got Elat's Holy Relic. And Elat's Holy Relic increases all allies' basic stats by up to 15%. That again is not a lot in knighthood boss battle. And I'm gonna show you exactly why. Because yeah, she gives 15%, Liz gives up to 10%. Maybe that's a good combo. It's actually not, because you need to use this Elat here. It only works if you have a strength, HP, and speed unit. So a red, green, and blue unit. Liz is red. The only good like archangel, or the only actual angel that is green, other than a Liz unit, as you can see these 3 Liz units down here, is Green Sariel, and Green Sariel doesn't provide like any basic stats or anything. It just increases your crit damage for each battlefield buff. So he doesn't really work there. Like, look at these other units. Look at Tarmil here. He increases your basic stats by up to 30%. On his own, Liz and Elat combined give you 15%. And in knighthood boss battle as well as final bosses, you don't really need the attack related stats for most of them. For some of them you do, but not for like the archangel teams or the bosses where you actually need to use the archangel teams. You need the HP for those to get like really high score. 30% rather than 2 units giving you a combined of 25% basic stat. Liz here gives you 24% on her own, and she increases her all stats by 15% for 5 turns. Like, you can most definitely finish off a knighthood boss battle with this 15% buff still active, and that's of course also going to increase your score. Then you have Luda Margaret here, who increases your basic stats by up to 40%, and she has a blue buff card that's going to give you, well, if you can get it to gold, 20% more basic stats. That's why you're using the archangels, right, for the knighthood boss battle. You're not going to use Elat. Elat doesn't give you like any basic stats. She increases your defense related stats and decreases your damage taken. Well, of course, with her Holy Relic, she increases your basic stats by 15%. If this new Liz would have been green, maybe you could somehow combine Elat with... even then, I wouldn't use it. No, you wouldn't use it, because you need the basic stats if you're gonna run the angels. That's so stupid. Well, anyway, I'm gonna be stupid and actually summon for this. Now, the banner itself is pretty trash, but I am missing Slater here. He's one of the 2 units that I'm missing that is not a collab, and that is not a PvP specific unit, or not PvP specific unit, but ones that you can get by placing in the top 100. So I'm actually missing him, so if I can't get this Liz within the 600, maybe, just maybe I can get him. Some of the other units that are not trash that are on this banner are of course no one. It's just a trash banner, look at it. Look at all these old units. You got the old Golden Wing Elaine, you got the new one. I guess this Brunhild, but she's fallen off and she already has a Holy Relic that's not really gonna help her. This mono is the worst of the two monos. The other mono is so much, but this is an AoE mono. She doesn't work with Roxy, and of course, like any sort of human team going forward is gonna wanna use Roxy. This Lilia, like I guess she can work if you have her super built out, and then there's just nothing else. In this other banner, like I would, if you're thinking about summoning for any of these two banners, most definitely go for this one. Roxy's passive is just so insane, as you've seen in some of my latest videos, and if you haven't, just go check them out there on my channel. But look at this banner, like you got Freya, you got Freyr, you got Thonar, you got the green mono, who's really good with the new Roxy in PvP. You got green Brunhild, also really good. This Eastin works as like a backline unit, and then you have two relatively new units. Yeah, you still got this one in the other banner, but you got the Valente here, which I guess is also a seasonal unit, because she's like a Christmas themed one. I don't know if she counts as a seasonal unit. She's a catastrophe, so it's whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna summon for this just to have like all units, because if we have a look here, yeah, this is my box, you know. I pretty much got all units except for Zaneri and the Halloween Slater. So if I miss out on this Liz, I'll have like 3 units that I don't have anymore. I used to have 3 units, then I got this Summer Lizard. Hopefully I can pull Slater. But yeah, that was a very long-winded way of saying like I hate this unit. I don't know why Netmarble made it. We're just gonna go into the summons and I'm gonna hope for the best. As soon as I get her, I'm gonna stop. And if I don't get her winning the 600 gems, perhaps, maybe, I can get the Slater. We can always hope, you know, but I am not super hopeful. And this is like one of those units that is very much a downer. Like, Netmarble keeps releasing these types of units. They release like the sweet whatever he's called, the king. Oh my god, I'm actually having a brain fart right now. The Valentine's King, and he wasn't really that useful. And then they released the green Ludociel. Oh yeah, he's also a green angel. How did I miss him? But it's not really gonna be useful, right? It's a green unit as well. Because, like, in PvP, you'd rather use Luda-Margaret. In Knighthood Boss Battle, you'd rather use Luda-Margaret. So, I don't know why they made him, but they did. Then you get, like, random units, like, even the Red Megelda. I kinda like her. I like her with the Thonar on the dogs. Like, you're just constantly getting your ults. Super fun team. But is she really needed? No, not really. So we're 4 multis in and we just got 5 multis in. And we just got the first SSR. This banner is trash. God damn it, Netmarble. Alright. But yeah, they keep releasing these units that are just completely useless. You don't really use them for anything. They're just filler units. And it feels like these types of units... We actually got Lost Vein. But it feels like these types of units are what you wanted. Oh my god, Elaine, get the fuck out of here. But it feels like these types of units are what you kind of wanted as like the secondary unit in like the old dual unit banners that we used to get. Like, I wouldn't be mad about getting this Liz as like a secondary unit in a banner with like a, say, a Roxy or a Freya, perhaps, like some actually useful good unit. Then I wouldn't be like feel so bad about the game just slapping on these types of units, because you have to remember we're just getting 2 units a month, and that's pitiful. Like, that's nothing. All right, at least I got a Lilia. I don't think I have her 6/6. I'm taking any dupes I can get of her. And there we go. There we go. We got Liz in 300 gems. That's not too bad, honestly. That's not too bad. I'm just gonna stop here. I'm gonna get Slater some other time. It feels bad not getting Slater, but, you know, I am not getting her. I'm not, like, going for any more dupes of Liz. No, I'm probably not even gonna level her up. Actually, I am, just to get the costume. Because the costume is actually kind of nice. The UR1. Might as well just level her up here. But yeah, Netmarble keeps releasing these very garbage units. You're not really gonna use them for anything. And it feels bad, because we're only getting, like, 2 units a month. Hopefully we can get some more units at the end of this month and by that I mean we're getting a collab, and that's gonna be like, what, 6 units. So if you haven't got any of the, like, the say if it's the Attack on Titan rerun or any like other reruns, it's gonna be 6 units, like the 4 old units and then 2 new units, right? And that's really good. If it is not a rerun, if it's like a new collab, then of course it's gonna be 4 new units, and it's always like super hype to get that many units, even if most of them are like trash in most content. It's still kind of fun, you know, just to try them out in different content. This list, like, you can't try her out in anything. Like, what are you gonna use her for? I'd rather use like Green Arthur in like PvE content rather than her. Like, I don't know why she's here. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave her at level 60. But I mean, the outfit is kind of nice. Like, it looks good on her. And what else does she get here? A hairpiece. I mean, yeah, let's go a hairpiece. Like, the outfits look good. Is it like 300 gems worth or 600 gems if you're unlucky? No, but you know, I would recommend no one to actually summon on this. Like, I don't think... I've heard some comments on some other YouTubers saying like maybe they're gonna release some new beast or whatever that's gonna like work with her. Maybe, but I don't think so. Like, I'm not gonna hold out hope that it's gonna be some kind of new content that she will be useful for. Like, it's not like with the new king. Like, he's so useless. Like, I don't know why they made it like that, but that just gives me a little bit of hope for us to actually get like other fairy units, because of course he buffs like 7 deadly sins and fairy units for each fairy ally on the battlefield. And it's such a weird thing, because like the only good fairy unit is of course Festival King. Like, what are you gonna use? Lane or Halbram or Gloxinia? Like, that's your choices. All super old units, you're not gonna use them. But yeah, like, it still gives me a little bit of hope that maybe we'll see some other types of fairy units. Like, we'll most definitely see some fairy units once they implement like the 4 Knights of the Apocalypse into the story and stuff like that. But at that point, like a year from now, are you really gonna use this king? Because he's gonna be super outdated, right? It's already based on a really outdated unit anyway, so I don't know, man. I don't know why they do this. Like, if they want to make a support, just make it an Escanor. Like, make it a skinny Escanor support for humans. That would be cool. Anyway, that was the summoning video for Liz. A real downer. But at least this update has some nice content. We got a new labyrinth. I'm gonna run it on my global account. I already beat it on my JP account. I have a very good idea of like the pathing you need to take in order to like maximize the number of units you can potentially get and stuff like that. So I'm gonna make a guide video in like the coming day or two. So do stay tuned for that. Do subscribe for that if you haven't already. But with that, yeah, that's gonna be it for me. Thanks for watching, hope you liked the video, all that good stuff. And yeah, hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I guess I'll catch you next one. Bye.